Hey guys, what's up? It's Zach here, and we have a special show for you guys today. We have go do the thing. Go on. Turn off your screen. We have Brian Fada here. He is a owner of Art to Part Studios. He worked as a lead graphic designer at Avid Technologies, leading amazing groups and amazing people. And we also have. He also works in the cannabis industry, and he just knows a lot about manufacturing and what goes into manufacturing your product and growing your business.
Lately I've been feeling great.
Here's Brian.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Zach. So
Great to see you too.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's kind of noisy. I'm in an airport right now. I have to travel down to Miami for family and business, and it's definitely a crowded day here on Friday.
Yeah. So tell everyone about yourself a little bit.
So I'm originally from Miami, Florida. Came up to Detroit to go to CCS along with Zach, and been working in the Midwest since I graduated. Like Zach said, I was working at All Technologies for a while. I also worked with another small business in Michigan, and now I am a freelancer. I run my own consultancy and develop brands and help people bring their ideas to life.
That sounds cool. Yeah. So you're working on your own little product right now, right? Where do you want to start?
Yeah, so why don't we start with a brand that I created from scratch. Rock Wears is a lifestyle fashion accessory piece for the cannabis industry. And basically how that all begun was I noticed the products in that space were very limited. And what it is that it's a small tube that you can insert a pre-roll joint into. And it allows us to basically have a more hygienic smoking session when you're with your friends or other associates. And building that brand definitely takes time, and trying to find the right manufacturing process to meet your price point is pretty critical. There's a lot of different ways you can make something. You got to make it the right way so you can get it into stores and you can get it in front of people. So
Cool.
It's a perfect place to sort
Very
of...
interesting.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the difference between developing a real physical product and developing a digital product? You haven't worked with digital projects in the past, but maybe you can talk a little bit about like how you are building a physical product here, whereas
Sure.
many people who follow me build digital products.
So I don't think there's a lot of difference between the two. It's just you're applying it to different areas. When you're creating a real product, a hard good, you want to make sure it has the right feel, it has the right atmosphere, it meets the client's expectations, and meets the consumer's needs, which all that goes into creating a website. But, the key thing is when you're actually manufacturing a hard good is you have to have a supplier or you have to make it yourself. So knowing the limitations of machines on like how much is output, the productivity is critical. If you have a customer base like the medical cannabis industry, Florida and Michigan alone is 500,000 products. So somebody with a small press in their basement trying to produce parts isn't going to be good to take to market. You need somebody with a built-in system.
So what you're talking a little bit about is scale and
Yes.
material sourcing. So we don't really do a lot of material sourcing in the digital space. We do. There are different materials like codes that go into digital products, and sourcing people who know those kind of code can be definitely difficult. That's half of what recruiting is trying to source the right kind of people who know the code. So are you trying to source different things that can build your device?
Yes. So Currently, a project I'm working on is we're actually looking for suppliers to send us an already existing piece, and then what we're doing is actually building on top of that. So it's part sourcing, part finding the right supplier, and then part manufacturing our own good or trying to figure out
That's
how
cool.
this is happening. Yeah, and that's something I really like about it.
So what kinds of, how'd you do with like, have you had to do a failure when you were dealing with these adhesives? Or
Did I have
any
did
failure?
I come on any failure? Yeah. I think every designer runs into failure in their career. If they're not, then they're probably doing something wrong.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is not to sit there and dwell on the failure, is to actually like move forward from there. So it's a lot of learning experience, and you don't learn unless you fall and fail.
So could you speak to like an experience that where failure happened when you were sourcing different adhesives?
I can definitely talk about one failure that happened in sourcing an actual product. So,
Cool.
Working in the cannabis industry, a lot of people love these like oil bottles, and found a supplier that had like a new cool shape and had parts shipped over directly to my client without even testing them. And they take the oil, they suck it up into the product, and it just oozes and drips all around the sides onto the person's fingers. And basically, I sent a whole box of nothing to my client. They were not happy, and at that point, you have to play fireman and sort of put out the fire and try to get more product here ASAP. It's something we really couldn't prepare for. A supplier from overseas, there's that language barrier. Some of the less scrupulous ones just don't care. And it's a live and learn sort of feel. I got to pay our bills, right?
Right. Sounds good. We're wrapping up here real soon. It's really nice to have Ash Sketch. Who else do we have here? And we have 3 people currently in the room. It's really good to have everyone here today, and it was good hanging out with you, man.
Yeah,
Learning about the cannabis space.
Yeah. If anybody wants to reach out to me, you can go to my website, art2p.art. That's art2part. And send me a message. I can answer more questions or help you try to find some little part of the cannabis industry that you can grow into.
Sounds great. Good
All right.
talking with you.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. So this has been a great episode of The Blum Show. If you have any questions for Brian Fata, please put them in the comments. And it was really good hanging out with all of you guys today. See you guys next week on The Blum Show. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Maybe I'm a bit less. Maybe I'm a bit less. Maybe I'm a bit less. Maybe I'm a bit.